Coach, we'll get started with opening statement.
Yeah, look, anytime we play Northwestern State, it's going to be a battle. We knew that going in. We told our guys, they're going to come in here with their hair on fire. They got a good club, and they're coached very well. And obviously, last Wednesday against McNeese, it kind of started out the same type ball game. We get the homer. Landon Fontenot pitched extremely well as our opener, his 2 innings, and it kind of was making that same look as we had last week. But I thought our guys held firm, held steady, and I thought Coach Fouts did an unbelievable job with our bullpen tonight, the way he worked it. I thought our bullpen was electric. We had 13 strikeouts, over 3 walks. Fontenot was really good in his start. I thought Thomas Allen was electric, the young freshman. Did he get the win? He got the win tonight. 2 innings, 5 punch-outs. Nate Kreider was really good, and when guys are throwing good like that, Thomas Allen, Nate Kreider, do we need to really make a move? And Riley Fisher has kind of worked himself into that closer role, and he was electric as well. So it's, we're without Blake Hooks right now. He's got a little injury, and that's why we hadn't been using him, and he's being evaluated. And tomorrow we'll get an answer on him. And it's been tough without having him, a season closer. But I thought our pitching was electric. Obviously, we had the big inning. Colton got the homer, and then we had the 3-run inning. I thought Colby Lunsford was out at home. I knew they were going to review the play. I know a lot of people were asking about it, and I just asked for the obstruction call at home plate. I thought the third baseman got in his way, and he had to alter his route, and that's an umpire discretion call. They do not have to make contact. And then I asked for obstruction at home. If you don't have the ball, you can't be in the baseline, and I thought their catcher was, and ultimately that was the call that got us safe. And that was a huge call in the game because we ended up scoring 3 runs after that. If he's out, we could be talking about a totally different game and outcome right now. Eli Birch had the big hit. Kay Patterson had another big hit for us and had a great night. And again, it goes without saying we played unbelievable defense, no errors again. So it was a grind. It was a tough game, and we really focused on our guys focusing on tonight. Everybody knows we got a big weekend. I mean, number 12 team in the country coming in, and probably our biggest rival, and it's an opportunity for us to make some hay and make a name for ourselves. So, we'll turn our attention to them, but very, very proud of our guys for showing up tonight, playing a lot better in this midweek, and you can't just get up for weekends. When you're a mid-major, you got to take care of the midweeks, and that's a good team. We play them 2 more times this year, so huge win for us. Extremely proud of our guys and the focus they showed.
I'm sure you let the guys know after last week's loss how important these midweek games
Yes.
are, and it feels like this is a total turnaround. Last time you had 13 strikeouts, this time your staff gets 13.
Yes.
And it just felt timely 2-out hitting. Did it feel like you guys really put it all together?
No doubt, Megan. Look, it's easy to lose focus in midweeks. Everybody gets amped up for the weekend. That's baseball teams all over. You see it. You look at scores, and there's upsets all the time. I'm not saying this would have been an upset, but it's the main thing we talked to our guys about yesterday was focus for 9 innings. Don't worry about anything but the inning you're in. Every inning takes on a life of its own. As you saw tonight, every pitch takes on a life of its own. And I thought the focus was there. I thought the energy was there. And, the only thing, if you got to look at a negative, it's we got a lead and we kind of sat on it. We had a base running blunder out there, and Wesley Scott. But look, he's being aggressive, and that's what I told him. I mean, it was a mistake. We had a big inning set up, first and second, but he's just being aggressive, trying to make a play, and it's hard to get down on a kid who's being aggressive, and I'd rather him be aggressive than not be. So we still left some runners out there we could have brought in, but we'll get that squared away, and we got some guys that are scuffling too. They got to figure it out. Some guys we're counting on, and but like you said, we got some big 2-out hits, and we got the hits when we needed them. And Casey McCoy with the big homer, his first collegiate homer, and I played the game too. I've never hit a ball that far, and I'd have probably flipped my bat too. We got to corral ourselves. I get it. We got a warning. I didn't see the bat flip, but I get being excited, and but he'll do a better job of that. We don't need anybody ejected in a game. But very proud of Casey. He's a very hungry young man. He loves the game. He's a dirt bag, and he won that second base job as a true freshman, and you're seeing why right now. He's a run producer. He's a good defender. He plays hard, and he produces runs for us there in the 9-hole. And you try to take some pressure off of him by hitting him low in the order, but we may have to make a change and move him up. I don't know. But very proud of him, the way he's played so far this year.
And you said he reminds you a little bit of Taylor Young.
He does.
He was rounding the base and
Yeah.
did the high five, his first home run. Did you get any flashbacks of Taylor?
Yeah, I mean, I said that in the fall. I mean, the quote I made is he's got that Taylor Young stuff to him. Casey comes to the ballpark every day. He thinks he's the best player on the field, and that's what Taylor Young did. And he has ultra confidence, and like I said, he's a very hungry player. We're fortunate he's here. Everybody in the state recruited him. He was a highly recruited player, and we're glad he's here with us. And he's just going to continue to get better. And the good thing for us is we got about 4 or 5 players sitting on the bench that they're really good too, and they just hadn't had their opportunities. And it'll come. We got some guys scuffling right now that we may have to make a move and try to get a spark. But we're 8-1 and we've won 4 straight. We got a big weekend, so right now I like where we are.
You mentioned Thomas Allen, but I mean, as a freshman, he had 2 innings and 5 Ks. It seems like he really has a lot of poise out there on the mound.
Yeah, I credit Coach Fouts and Coach Miller. When Thomas got here, he's always had a great arm, and they kind of developed the curveball with him. You saw tonight. And when we played our fall game against Mississippi State, he was electric. He was up to 97 with a breaking ball. And he hadn't been great when we came back in the spring. He just had to work and get back in the groove. And I thought you saw that tonight. He was up to 94, 95 with a plus breaker, and he had him on roller skates. And, he's a young man that he's going to continue to develop, and he's going to pitch for a long time. And we're going to need those young guys. And there's a lot more of them down there, too. And you're still trying to figure out your bullpen a little bit. I know Blake Hooks, he hadn't been used. He hadn't been available. I got asked about that today. He's had a little elbow deal, and he'll be evaluated tomorrow. And it's tough when you lose a veteran closer like that. But, it's kind of closer by committee right now with Allen, Kreider, and Fisher there at the end. We feel good with all those guys.
Like all in-state matchups are rivalries, but you obviously, spending 4 years
Yeah.
as the head coach at NSU. I mean, how sweet is it for you to get this one?
Yeah, look, every time I coached there. I was an assistant there in '98, and I was a head coach there. They do not like us, and this is a big game for them. So every time they play us, they're coming after us, and that's who they are. They're just a gritty team, and they're tough, and Bert does a great job. They're very well coached, and we preach that to our guys all week. You better be ready. And we weren't ready last week against McNeese, and I thought we were tonight. And we withstood they had traffic a couple of times. We got out of it and minimized some innings. And it was huge for us to get that win. It was a big win for us. Yep. And look, I've been here 10 years. I got a lot of friends there, but, they were here at the ball game tonight. But it's always good to win any in-state school. It's all these kids grew up together playing against each other in high school in the summer, and it's like playing against your brother. You want to beat them worse than anybody.
Now that you do get this win, we can't look ahead to
That's right. Yep.
the rivalry, but not only the rivalry, but how important are these games for the end of the season and what you guys are trying to accomplish?
Well, we have an opportunity with the number 12 team in the country coming in here. They're very, very good. They swept that Round Rock Classic, beat Oregon State, Purdue, and Baylor. And I heard tonight they won 14-4 against Alabama. They got a good team, man. They have electric arms. It'll be the best arms we've seen all year. It may be the best arms we see all year, and it's good. I mean, I can't wait for Friday night. We'll take tomorrow off, and we'll practice Thursday, and they'll come after us. We'll come after them, and I would have to think it'll be the biggest mid-major series in the country, and it'll be a lot of attention on it, and it's just an opportunity to go make a name for yourself. I think if you go out and win this series, you put yourself in a position to, if you can continue to win, you can do some big things at the end of the year, and you can do it at home. And it's going to be this is why you do it. This is why you come to a place like Louisiana Tech, and that's why you go to a place like Southern Miss, and 2 teams that don't like each other. And that's the way it should be. And as we move into another league, it'll pick right back up. And they've had coaches that coached here for me. Coach Fed played there. My wife graduated from there. And there's so many connections. All my children were born in Hattiesburg, and there's just a lot, connections to this series, and it's building up to be a good one. All right. Thank y'all. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Coach. Good. We'll open it up for some questions for Casey and Thomas.
I'll start individually. So Casey, when that ball went out, your first collegiate home run, I mean, just what was kind of going for you at that moment?
Oh man, I mean, I saw the curveball first pitch of the at bat. I took it, and then it looked the exact same right out the hand. And I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get this one. And I ended up getting it, man. It felt great rounding the bases. Everyone's cheering for you. So yeah.
And then Thomas, I mean, when you got the win, 2 innings, 5 Ks, just how good did you feel out there? How confident did you feel in the mound?
I mean, it feels great when you're out there, but I mean, honestly, it's just like practice. I mean, you got all these old guys surrounding you, and you got a defense like Casey back there. Like, you're not worried. So I mean, being posed and just having confidence in your team, and I mean, it's just an amazing feeling, honestly.
For you guys to both be freshmen and have an immediate impact already this season, I mean, just how good does that feel? Kind of giving you confidence to move forward this season.
I mean,
Go ahead. I mean, honestly, like, being a freshman, you don't know what you're stepping into. But I mean, this team, like, I can't even explain how awesome it is. I mean, we come in here and it's just like you're accepted. It's a brotherhood, and like we all love each other. And these older guys, I mean, dudes that have been here and been doing it for a lot longer than us, have a lot more experience. They took us under their wing, and I mean, makes it a whole lot easier for you to kind of just be comfortable and be yourself.
Yep.
And then Coach Burris, after the loss in the midweek last week, mentioned how important these midweek games are. So I mean, just how much did you guys kind of respond and refocus after last week coming into this one?
Oh yeah, man. This was a really big game, especially I mean, we weren't looking ahead, but we really needed this one to be able to host. That's our goal. We want to host a regional, and we need to take these midweek games.
No doubt. I mean, I think Coach Fouts, he challenged us earlier on. He's like, don't take a midweek game off. I mean, we're not in the SEC, but I mean these games are big. Every win's big for us, and I mean, I just think congrats to our team. Like, we can't take anybody lightly looking ahead, because we know got a big matchup this weekend that we're looking forward to. But just staying on track and like one step at a time. So.
Let's talk about that matchup this weekend. I mean, has the older guys kind of told you guys how much you guys hate Southern Miss and how important this weekend's going to be?
Well, yeah, Coach Burrows, man, he brings it up, man. He don't like Southern Miss, and we're going to do everything we can to go beat them for sure. We want to sweep them.
No doubt. I mean, we're excited. We're eager, man. We just can't wait, honestly.
Yep.
Awesome. You guys did great. Don't even sound like freshmen. That was awesome.
That was good.
Yeah, that was
Good stuff.
Casey, come
They were
on.
like